So anyway, here we are at Country Music News International. My name's Nigel Sharpe, and I'm sitting somewhere in Germany, kind of smack dab in the middle near Frankfurt. And on the other end of this virtual line, we've got Kristian Bush, who is, I don't know where, apart from he's in the studio.
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the studio that I've owned for, gosh, I don't even know, 20 years now. This is where I've even made up Sugarland. It's here on the
Right.
floor.
Okay. Is that your kind of original home? That area?
Yes. So, well, I grew up in East Tennessee, which is in the Appalachian Mountains.
Right.
And then I ended up going to college down here in Atlanta, which is kind of the biggest city in the South. And I ended up staying and
Okay.
never moved. I didn't even have to move to Nashville. We just made all of our music here in Atlanta.
So, first question for you is the new album. Well, first of all, you could tell me about the title of the album because I don't quite understand the number in the front of it. 52 in the
Sure.
key of summer. What's 52?
So if you actually go dig around in the world of me, you'll find out that I had a crazy idea last year that said, on my 52nd birthday, which was just this past March, I'd like to release 52 songs.
Okay.
And when I brought that to the record company, they said, we love that idea, but please would you cut it into 4 different albums because 52 songs at one time is going to be too much for everybody. And I was like, okay, fine. So the first installment was called ATL XBNA, which are the two airport codes for
Yeah.
Atlanta and Nashville. And it was an experiment for me to see what happens if you take the songs I write in Nashville and record them with a kind of top level R&B live band here in Atlanta to try to
Yeah.
mix the two sort of attitudes. And then the most recent release, which you have mentioned, is In the Key of Summer, which is the second of this layered album.
So, and are really all these songs to do with that kind of summer feeling?
Yeah, my wish is that you should be able to sit by a pool or a beach or on a boat and just hit play on the first one, and it runs all the way through, and you never really have to jump off of it. It just accompanies your perfect summer.
Okay, so and to sort of go with that, I mean, looking on your Facebook page, which I've been trawling through, there is your kind of your favorite tequila drink, which I mean, I understand it goes with the song Tequila. So I'm looking at this little video of you mixing the drink, and I think, what is that for a tequila? And I think, but at the end of the little video, there's the name comes up. Is it Fortaleza?
Yeah, it is. It's Fortaleza, and that's the Blanco. So
Okay, so I've never
if
come
you're a
across.
tequila person, it's a great tequila.
Okay, I mean, I am a tequila person, but you don't find a great deal of it over here, I can tell you. So that was the tequila is a new one for me. But that looked very nice. And then you've got like a can of something, which, according to the recipe, is like it says grapefruit la croix. So
Uh-huh.
what's that? Grapefruit juice or?
Oh, it's I'm surprised that you don't have that in Germany as well. It's like a soda, like a soda water that has different flavors, and I just like the grapefruit one,
Ah,
especially with
okay.
tequila, and because it doesn't have any sugar in it, so you just depend on the tequila for the sugar.
Right. Okay. I'm really pleased to have cleared that one up. I'll be making that sometime soon. So let's get back to this album. When did you actually record this second block of songs in the key of summer?
Well, typically I work on them right before they come out. So, like for instance, right now behind you is Volume 3 is happening.
Right. So
So these songs were written over, I culled through, the last 10 years worth of songs and found the ones that I thought were the right kind of combinations for this part of the year. It's a very odd thing to be putting out four in one calendar. And so I decided to try to do some of the work for you. That when it gets released, that's when I'm telling you when you should listen to it.
Okay.
So when it gets cold, you're going to want the record we're doing right now.
Okay. So, where did you record in the Key of Summer? Did you do that in the same studio that where you are at now?
Yeah, we do. It's one of the joys of what I have sort of been afforded from the success of Sugarland. You know, as I didn't spend my money on houses or cars or things, I spent my money on great engineers.
There you
And
go.
so I've been able to record almost everything I write, which is really, everyone thought I was a little nutty for the past 20 years. But as it turns out, the music business now is about releasing everything. So excited that I'm right on time.
Going back in time again, actually, there's something else I read about you. You were on the very first Country to Country festival. You performed in. Did you just perform in London, or where was that? Was 2013. So where was C2C back in 2013?
It was only one show,
So you did
and it was
London,
in London.
right?
And I was the first act on the first day, and Larkin Poe was actually with me that day.
Great.
Um,
Do you have any opportunity to get on there again?
oh yeah, I've gone back and played twice. Once I came back as a solo artist, and I played. They have a CMA songwriter, which is the night before it goes on. I played that as a songwriter, and then headlined it with my partner Jennifer in my band uh, in 2018. So I've been back and probably will come again.
Another thing that kind of piqued my interest, and that is coming up very shortly, this Songwriters in Paradise. So please tell me some more about that.
Yeah, there's a sort of a growing um, new experience that a lot of people kind of have turned to in sort of post-COVID world, which is uh, instead of very, very large arenas, what is it like to have the same kind of talent but in a very small space? Now, the economy of that makes it to where it's a little more expensive, but it turns out that most people who want to have an experience like that will find their way to see their favorite band. In this case, I get invited to do these Songwriters in Paradise, which is great for me because I love going to all these awesome places that they host them in. But really what you do is you are doing essentially songwriter rounds, which if you've been to Nashville or to the Bluebird, you know that it's, two or three guys or girls, and you're playing a song each as you go down this row, and you're kind of improvising with each other as you go. And so you're telling stories about why you wrote the song. Um, you get to have a version of it that maybe you're not really familiar with on the radio or on an album. And it's really quite entertaining. The one coming up, I'll be with Mark Broussard, David Ryan Harris. This is a bunch of really talented people, great songwriters, great players, great singers.
So this is more like almost like an impromptu concert.
Yes, and it's only limited to like 150 people, is what they allow into the show, and they're hosted. This particular one is hosted at a series of vineyards, of very good vineyards with very good wine.
That sounds quite dangerous to me. Whether I was performing or in the audience. So where is this actually? Is this a big trip
It'll
for
be
you?
It'll be just south of Napa, so Northern California.
Ah, okay.
About an there's a two or three places that I've learned that have kind of the best wine in California. Obviously, we know about Napa, and then
Hmm.
Hellsberg is right below it, and Sonoma. So they're all next to each other
Ah, okay.
in the same valley.
So when you go, you're going to perform, this your songs acoustically, or is this with a band or other backup musicians?
No, you just bring your own guitar, and everybody kind of improvises on each other's. So, I play a lot of instruments. There's no telling. I might pick up a mandolin. Uh, Other people will play on your song. You'll play on other people's. It's really, it's really mostly an acoustic experience, is what you
Yeah,
feel.
but you don't rehearse with the other performers beforehand.
No,
No.
it's kind of more fun like that.
Yeah, for sure. So, Christian, thanks very much for taking the time to talk with us.
Follow me on all the little platforms, and I'll let you know when more music happens.
Great stuff. So I'll say farewell. Take care of yourself, and hope to see you over here again soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye.